to navigate your parents' negativity. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess X Goh, and I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the latest insight into trauma recovery. If you find that you got nuggets of gold out of this video, please give it a like, comment below what you got from it, and any questions you may have. You're welcome to share this with your loved ones who need to hear this. So, what do you do when your parents are being negative? Do you shut down and disconnect, switch off from them? Do you avoid them at all cost or cut them out of your life? Do you force them to think a certain way to fit into your belief system? Do you judge them for being negative? Do you criticize them and correct them? This used to be me. And I've tried all of this and it doesn't work because it's not coming from a place of love. It's coming from the spiritual ego. The more we do the inner work, the more the spiritual ego evolves with it. It becomes a lot more trickier. We start to separate ourselves from normal people because the spiritual ego uses judgment to disconnect ourselves from our loved ones, because our spiritual ego puts ourselves on a pedestal by saying, I'm more aware. I have done a lot of the inner work and my parents haven't. So I know what I'm talking about here. I am seeing the truth. I'm not being gaslit. So what I say is right. And not being willing to be open-minded to hear them out and to see their perspective, where they're coming from with their level of awareness. It's very unfair to expect your parents to see you and meet you with where you're at. It's impossible. How can they with where they're at? So we have to learn to manage our expectations by accepting and having compassion with where they're at, with their programming, with their weaknesses and faults. We have them too as well. And the difference is we're just focusing on the inner work and they haven't. That's the difference. But we're both human beings living on this earth, wanting to figure things out, wanting love and connection. That's how humans are wired to be. And the spiritual ego is what separates us by seeing negativity as a bad thing through judgment. And negativity is what we need because we need polarizing emotions and energies in order for us to evolve out of our pain, not to ascend and disconnect from the earth and be with God, with so many spiritual teachers preaching that. No, it's actually about evolving from our pain in order to embody our higher self. So we become far more sovereign and autonomous in who we are without getting caught up in the frequency of our own pain and suffering. So, have you ever tried all sorts of energy work or tools such as crystals that's going to help you dispel from any negativity from other people? I just want to say that this is again being marketed to the spiritual ego, reinforcing this belief that you need these protective tools to protect yourself from negativity because that's not what you want. It's bad juju. No, 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 no. And this is this false light energy coming through in spirituality that doesn't enable one to dive deep within their shadow selves to bring into integration. And we mask it by promoting these surface level modalities and tools for energy protection that isn't really helping that person to actually dissolve the core woundings of their traumas. It's keeping them stuck in their coping mechanism. And so I want to share with you what has worked for me with navigating my mother's negativity. And the first thing is this: you need to focus on the negativity within yourself. Where are you being negative with your relationship with you, in your relationship with life? That's what you need to focus on. It's not about the negativity in the other, it's actually you. Because the negativity in the other is just mirroring you, what you are being reactive to. And what you are being reactive to is the trigger inside of you that you need to turn off in order for you to experience your loved ones differently. So the first thing is focus on where are you being negative and what you need to do to start clearing, alchemizing, and integrating that negativity, not from a place of judgment, because that reinforces the negative feelings. And I'm not saying not to honor your negative feelings, but to feel into them, purge them, release them with love and compassion for them. So this will help you to integrate faster, and it will help you to see things clearly rather from the lens of reactivity. The second thing is to be able to hold space for negativity. So if you're not able to hold space for other people's negativity, that's a really strong indication that you're not able to hold space for your own negativity. When you are able to dive deep into your heart and soul through these heavy emotions, not by intellectualizing it or over-analyzing it, being in your head about it. It's about going there and feeling it, surrendering to the feeling, knowing that you're going to come out of the heartache, the betrayal, the abandonment alive, that you're not going to fall into pieces, because you won't. And when you go through that, the more you allow yourself to feel more and more of the depths of the negativity and purge it, the more you expand your energetic container, your nervous system, to be able to hold space for your own negativity. And then you are able to hold space for other people's negativity. The third thing is, when someone is being negative, pay attention to what they are saying to themselves, because that is their programming. If you are getting triggered and reactive by that person's negativity, you need to look into how you tell these stories to yourself. How are you self-deprecating your self-esteem by constantly telling yourself that you're not lovable, or any other faulty belief systems that is bringing you down? So you need to do some belief system work, clearing out distortions in what you're telling yourself, where it's coming from, bring it with love and compassion, and reprogram it with a different belief system that comes from a place of love, not judgment. And the fourth and final thing is reframing negativity. So whenever my mum engages with me in a conversation over the phone or in person, if I ever see her in person, then she will say something negative every single conversation. And she might criticize me for not wearing enough makeup, or I didn't get my age spots removed, or I'm not wearing sunscreen, or I need to lose weight, or why am I vegan, and all this sort of stuff. and coming from a place of fear, and I can feel her energy of worry and concern as well as panic. And what I do is I just hold space for that, because when I can hold space for that and for myself, I can see her and myself clearly. I can just see this is her programming playing out. It's got nothing to do with me. This is her own inner critic. And so from a place of love, I just say to her, thank you, Mum, for being concerned about my face. I've got this. I can look after myself. Thank you. And so when I say it from a place of gratitude, it resets the conversation. And if she wants to keep going on into negativity, oh, you got to do something about it, then I just stop the conversation, because there is no need for me to engage in negativity. It's not because I'm avoiding it. It's because I'm not reacting to it. I no longer need to react to negativity anymore. I just respond to it with silence by holding space. And this will help her to bring to her awareness how she's feeling. And maybe she may not have the awareness. Maybe it will just allow her to sit with it, or perhaps to change conversations. And I do my best to reframe what she says to shift the energy of that conversation. So being proactive. It's not about wearing a love quartz crystal necklace to embody love and compassion for myself and for her. No, it's about taking proactive steps to enable a different type of conversation that comes from a different frequency. And when she goes into this negative rant, I would then disrupt the conversation by saying something light and positive, and she will start to laugh, and then she will forget why she was negative in the first place. So this is the beauty of working with people's negativity. It can be shifted. Yes, it does take a lot of work for sure, but the most important thing is that you need to work on yourself, and then you can show up for negativity with love. If you are struggling with this, come and join me for my Fire Horse Chinese New Year Inner Child Healing Circle to help you reclaim fragmented versions of your inner children into love, wholeness, compassion, and completion. So you're far more integrated and embodied within yourself. You can check out the link in the YouTube description for more details, whether you wish to attend live or join the replay. And if you would like to dive deeper at my workshops that I'm running in London and Adelaide, you can learn more there to see which workshop is right for you, and you can book a free clarity call to have a conversation with me about it if you have any questions, any concerns that you may have, or how to make it happen. And if you prefer to work with me one-to-one, just you and me, I also run a one-day tailored trauma recovery retreat, just you and me working together through your concerns and what it is that you will like to experience in terms of a breakthrough. And that can be done face-to-face or through Zoom. If you want to transform different aspects of your life, you can work with me through my 3-month container called Find Yourself and Trust. This is not for the faint-hearted. This is for someone who is highly coachable and is ready to do whatever it takes to get to the other side of life. So you can find all of these details, all of the links in the YouTube video description. And remember that you are more than just the woundedness that you experience with your parents. You are the light that's in your heart. Be kind, be compassionate, and most importantly, be patient with yourself, because it is you that requires all of these qualities and traits in order to hold space and fully show up for yourself and for your loved ones as well.